Hello again, I am Jim Bob and welcome back to Genesis Alpha One. We are here in the workshop because we got a flamethrower and we need to make sure that's in our active weapon list. So let's come down here and see what we can take out of the rack. I'm really enjoying the machine gun, so that's staying. What do I get rid of? I guess we'll get rid of the minigun for now. Let's stick the flamethrower in. There we go. Right.
Access granted.
So the minigun is being replaced with a flamethrower on a temporary basis. There we go. Do we have some ammo for it? We have one pack of gas, which will give us 200 rounds, or 200 litres, I suppose. So we're going to need some extra ammo. We need niter for gas. That's good. So let's construct some more gas. And we should see our weapon rack fill up quite quickly now. Or ammo rack, there we go, an extra 9 units. And another pack of 8 will put us on 17. Good. So, we have something very, very cool. Stuff keeps sneaking its way through out of the deposits. My wrist has been going red a fair bit. So let's go check that everything's been getting killed off and where it's been getting killed off. Looks like in here. And a guess. Yep. Bit of biomass just there. Our tank is full. And there's some biomass there that we missed as well. So yeah, the stuff has been getting killed off. That's all good. Do we have anything in here that we can take from these debris fields? Let's see, we've got sulfur, niter, and sulfur. Oh, definitely want these. And some iron. Alright, let's start with the 12 sulfur. We are getting hit with stuff in the tractor beam. So I'll have a quick look and kind of refresh myself on where we are and what's around us. So we are here. It's asteroids. Okay, so that's what we're up against. So we should see those if we zoom out.
And upgrade our ship. Modules can also be deconstructed if you're not satisfied.
Yeah, there you can see the asteroids kind of floating around, and our shields keep flaring as we come into contact with those. That's kind of cool. We are safe for now. We haven't got anything attacking us. We do have stuff that keeps appearing on the ship, and of course, you know, it's entirely possible that we've got a new infestation to deal with. So we'll just do a quick sweep of the tunnels. We've seen how easy it is for this stuff to spread since the update. It just pops out all over the place, doesn't it? Plus it gives us a chance to maybe try out the new flamethrower. We'll concentrate on the area where it's likely to be spreading, which is going to be around our refinery. Nothing under the deposits. Nothing under the refinery. So nothing is infested yet. It's interesting to see.
Resource acquired.
Let's have a look at what we've got planet-wise. Iron and lithium and iron. That's where we were. What's highlighted? Nothing.
Force field is at full strength.
This is a site location, and it was just telling us that we had something. I don't know what the marker was for.
New materials have resources collected.
Alright, so let's take advantage of
Harvester destination
abort.
set.
Get the lithium. We're going to go down and we're going to try out the new flamethrower.
6,
This is going to be fun.
4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
And we're beaming on sulfur and iron, so we're building up a nice little stockpile again of materials we can use to improve and defend our ship. We don't have any turrets on us. Do we have any in the rack? Oh, we've got nothing in the rack at all, weapon-wise or defense-wise. So, yeah, definitely are going to need those materials so we can get that stuff crafted. I get the feeling we might be up against spiders on this planet. Given the ground vegetation, we usually see spiders on this stuff. Oh, or worms. Yeah, it's worms. It'd be nice to see if we can get some popping up without turret taking control. They're coming from this side as well. There they are. It's quite a narrow beam, isn't it, actually, for the flamer? Effective, but a very narrow beam. I was kind of expecting it to sort of blast all over the place. It's quite focused. Looks like it's going to be useful on the ground, but probably a lot more useful in the tunnels, where it's much more confined space. Let's see, we're up to 3 samples. Let's see if we can find the 5th while they're on the 4th. Oh, they've already got the 4th. We got more bugs coming. And it does kind of leave a lingering, I think, residual effect. A little bit like the acid, but not to the same extent. So it does look as though it is possible to inflict splash damage with the flamer.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
We're going to have to really kind of put it to more of a test, I think, on the ship. I think that's where it's going to be at its most useful. Which means that we probably won't take it out with us that often, if that's the case.
Force field is at full strength.
Resource acquired. New materials
There we go.
have been refined.
We have successfully defended, so we better go and craft some more stuff then if we're pretty much out. Let's see. Defenses, turrets.
Processing.
Let's get 4 turrets done. We still haven't seen any samples for turret 2 yet, which is a bit of a shame. Energy barrier. Let's get 2 of those crafted. We'll continue working the resources that we have. There isn't really much else for us to worry about collecting, I don't think, planet-wise, in this system. We've got a little bit of iron and some more iron, and we don't really need much more iron at the moment. It's really definitely the sort of the sulfur and the lithium that we need. So you can see, obviously, we've got these resources that we are definitely going to be exploiting. And then more iron there as well, wasn't there? So I think we're pretty much done with our hangar in this system. We're going to be focusing mainly on just tractoring stuff up. Let's just check, see if anything's sneaking on board through here. Nope. It's almost a shame we can't get a 3-man team on the tractor beam to speed this up.
Resource beaming complete.
I mean, obviously we can do some scanning ourselves. I think we might have to do that just to help speed the process up a bit. He stole my terminal. Out the way.
Resource beaming complete.
So we'll stock up here on some more sulfur, and then we'll get that niter as well, because now that we have a flamethrower that needs gas, we're going to need to be able to craft gas weaponry or gas ammo
Resources
as we use up stuff from the flamer. So we need to make sure we have some niter in stock to be able to deal with that. Plus the niter is also needed for our grenades, for our acid thrower as well.
Resource acquired.
We used to have a turret up here. That must
Force
have
field
burnt
is
itself
at full
out.
strength.
Okay, so we're going to need a new turret.
Materials have been refined.
This is the wrong way.
Access granted.
There we go.
Force field is at full strength.
Resource beaming complete. Resources collected.
Is this the last piece of sulfur? It is. So we'll immediately get them working on that one there, and then we'll go for that bit of sulfur. I'm trying to think where to go from there. Let's take another quick look at the surrounding systems.
Force field is at full strength.
So we're here at the moment. We've got Borman quite close, but we don't need anything from Borman. We've got sulfur,
Resource acquired.
a site, and lithium. So I think we might go here next so we can get that lithium, because we haven't got a huge amount in stock, especially since we built those extra couple of barriers. We've got, what, enough for one more barrier? It's not much, is it? So I think we might head in here, grab that lithium, that debris field there. That's 4 barriers, and hopefully we'll get something good from that site. And at the very least, we certainly got some sulfur that we can claim from a couple of planets and debris fields as well. So yeah, that'll be our next stop, this next system right next to us, I think. Was it this one? Yeah, this one. And then let's have a look at this one here. A little bit of lithium, uranium. We've been in here before by the look of it.
Force field is at full strength.
And we've claimed most of the stuff that we needed from there. Got lithium there, a site, and some sulfur. So we can also take out this little system as well. Again, stockpiling on some sulfur and some lithium, and another site, a chance at another upgrade for our harvester, or for our crew, or our ship. Something, you know, could be useful. We'll have to see what it's going to be. Let's see. Just checking on my sort of little safety areas that I've got constructed. Seeing where I need the next one. I think we're good down here. I mean, maybe I could put 1 or 2 at the far ends. But we're okay at the moment, I suppose.
Force field is at full strength.
Let's check clone stuff. Do we have any clones that we can research, or abilities we can research? Nope. We're all kind of researched out at the moment. We don't have enough samples of anything. How much more do we need from this system? One more niter and then some more sulfur. That's the last of the niter. Just going to go check on the refinery, make sure nothing has spread down here. These guys actually got anything left to work on. Oops, I took the barrier away. Didn't mean to do that. And here lies a potential problem with the the place that it's at. So we've got, let's see, 2 uranium ore left. That's it. So there is a little bit of stuff that still needs to be refined. It does look as though the new layout just here does seem to be working. With the barrier, you know, protecting the crew and the turret and that module just there. Stuff's making a break for the door and immediately runs into the turret there and the turret there. So there's a nice little crossfire. So this seems to be working as quite a nice little workaround. It has been suggested that by a few people actually now in the comments that I deconstruct the refinery and then rebuild it, and that should hopefully fix the issue. But it does also appear that that's a bit of a hit and miss patch, you know, for the problem, and that sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Our workaround does seem to be working at the moment, so we'll stick with that for now. But if it continues to cause us issues, then we may well possibly look at just deconstructing and reconstructing our refinery and see if that improves our lot. There's one of those asteroids. There's another one out there. There's loads of them at the back, look.
New materials have been refined.
And that's what keeps causing our shields to flare as we come into contact with those.
Resources collected.
We need to continue pulling up this sulfur as quickly as we can.
Resource beaming complete.
And I want to make sure that all of our ammo is kind of topped up as well.
Resource acquired.
Getting a few bugs popping out, and they're dealt with very, very quickly by our efficient crew.
Resource beaming complete.
It's kind of weird. Normally I get really frustrated by just having these mass sprawling infestations that pop up when I don't want them to, and now I want an infestation because I want to try out the flamethrower in the tunnels, and they look squeaky clean at the moment.
Resources collected.
I'm sure we'll find an infestation somewhere on the ship at some point. Get the chance to really try out the flamethrower. But for now,
Resource acquired.
it's probably not really all that useful a weapon for us at this stage. Bit of a shame. I was really excited to see this thing. I was expecting this huge billowing jet of fire to come out the end of it, and
Resources.
well, it's a very focused little beam, isn't it? Like that. I mean, it looks kind of cool, but I don't know, I was kind of expecting it to be a little bit wider, not quite so focused.
Resource acquired.
There we go, that's the end of that. So let's move to the next system, start getting some lithium and some sulfur from there, and also hopefully we'll find something good on that site. So we'll just step across.
Prepare for hyperdrive.
There we go. We'll get the tractor beam up and running. Sulfur, iron, and lithium. We want the lithium, and we're going to go and visit the site.
Harvester destination set.
Abort. You know, I suppose it doesn't really matter which of those resources we gather, does it? We may as well clear out the uranium as well. We'll give the flamethrower another try. See what it's like as a semi-ranged weapon outside. But like I say, I get the feeling this is going to be most effective in the tunnels. Right, let's find whatever the site is going to offer us. Hopefully something really, really cool. I think the double harvester capacity upgrade would be a really nice one now. I mean, the turret would be nice as well, getting the extra turret, especially for the more dangerous planets. Oh, there we go, there's a monolith over there, look. So it's not going to be a harvester upgrade, I don't think. This is going to be a location of some kind. bullets and some shells. Is there a third ammo pack around? Yes, there is. Ah, beautiful. Gas.
40%.
And that's where the creatures came from over there. You can just see a little bit of biomass there.
60%. 80%. All phases complete.
Alright, what did we find? Yeah. A mantis location. These monoliths, they usually contain locations or Tom's voyage. You know, very, very rarely do they contain something else. It's not unheard of, but in my experience, that's been the case. What beamed in over here? Oh, a rock. Oh, now a chance to see a rock get burnt. Wow! Rocks go down really easy to fire. We've got a new rock killer. That's awesome. I know that they're pretty susceptible to, well, so they're pretty immune in some respects. Not immune, but certainly they're very, very good at absorbing damage from bullets. So sort of kinetic damage, they're very good at avoiding that or absorbing that, but they seem to be especially vulnerable now to fire, which is very, very cool. So that's something to think about next time we come up against a rock planet, is to break out the flamer for that.
4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Alright, another particularly useful planet for us in terms of what the site held. It was a little disappointing. Just a mantis location. I mean, if we wanted to go for a mantis clone upgrade, then, you know, knowing where they are in the danger areas is kind of useful, because you're much more likely to get a higher level mantis on a high danger planet, and when you go to extreme dangers, you know, the critical planets, that's where you're likely to find the level 3s. So if you're looking for the chance to get a drop of DNA for a higher level sample, then that's probably a good location to go to. But outside of those situations, not really all that helpful for us. Not at this stage, anyway. Just need to wait for the harvester to unload, and then we'll send this back out and we'll go after the uranium. There we go.
Harvester
So we'll head and send the harvester out there. We're going to stay on board the ship so that we can make sure that stuff is definitely getting dealt with up here.
Life form detected.
We'll do another quick sweep of our tunnels. Once again, look, it's absolutely fine down here. Nothing has escaped. Set up an infestation. And while I should be pleased, I'm also slightly disappointed by that. And let's fix
Resources collected.
some of these missing barriers again. Try and stop stuff from escaping.
Landing sequence initiated.
This one, I'm actually going to
New materials have been refined.
rework that barrier a little bit. I'm just stick that one there, and then one there.
Resource acquired.
Oh, something's come back. We got no turret. Oh, we got no turret there. I didn't even realise that the turret was gone. so we're going to need to replace that. Something breaking out in the deposit that's been dealt with. Turret there is still fine, but yeah, 390 rounds. There's loads of ammo left there.
Resources collected.
That turret must have just run out of ammo. There we go.
Access granted.
Let's take another one and another barrier as well. Let's go check on our tractor beam. Still working away about halfway through that lithium supply. That's good. Let's go to the the workshop.
Resources
Craft a few more barriers
Processing.
and a few more turrets. There we go. Something is on board again, and it's been dealt with as soon as we realise. The crew really do seem to be on their job right now. They're right on it. There we go. Something escaping this way. That turret's in place to stop that from getting out that way. We've got a turret here. If you notice as well how quickly things that have been breaking out in here have been getting killed off since we went to this kind of switched style.
Resources collected.
You know, it definitely does seem to work a lot better now. The stuff isn't just standing there for ages, destroying the barrier bit by bit by bit before suddenly getting, you know, spotted and attacked. You know, it's much faster reaction time from both the crew and the turret in terms of being able to attack and destroy the target now, which is exactly what we wanted.
Resource beaming complete. Resource acquired.
And just taking a look at what else is on the planets. Oh, we've got some sulfur there. We need to send the crew out for that, don't we? I had a feeling there was another planet we were supposed to be visiting. If only with the crew.
Harvester
There it
destination
is.
set.
9, 8,
We're going to continue to
Resource
support our tractor beam. Get this stuff beamed up as well, because there's another
New
beam in
materials
sight that we
have
need to
been
attack
refined.
as well.
resource beaming complete.
Try and get our defences reinforced.
Resources collected.
There are a couple of other little checkpoints that I do want to try and pop up
Resource beaming complete.
for our turrets. Again, just to help us out when we are boarded.
Resource acquired.
And there we go. That's the lithium beamed on board. Get them beaming on the sulfur. Our harvester should be back any moment.
New materials have been refined.
Here it comes. So we timed that quite well.
landing sequence initiated.
Harvester has returned. Resources collected.
That's it. Really easily and quickly dealt with there. So these guys need to go back out one more time because there'll be another 4
New
sulfur that they
materials
can
have
bring
been
back.
refined.
How are we doing over here? Yep, okay. So as soon as we've cleared out this sulfur here and made that extra trip to the planet, then we will be good in here. We can jump to the next system and there'll be another site that we can visit while we're getting more lithium and more sulfur. Let's just double check. We have 5 barriers, 5 turrets. Let's max those out
Processing. Processing.
if we can before we say that's it, and then we start stockpiling. That's the last of the sulfur,
Resources collected.
so we can relaunch the harvester.
Harvester destination set.
There we go. And now we just need to speed up the last of the sulfur from here. which is 3. So 2 left when this one's done. Can't believe we're not infested. I can't believe I'm wishing for an infestation. That's insane. The amount of trouble those things have caused me. The amount of hassle to go and check everywhere on the ship, and now I'm wanting an infestation so I can go and clear them out with a flamethrower. I think we're more likely to find those as we move into slightly more dangerous bits of space. We're in quite a low danger area over here. There we go. Still got 265 rounds and that turret there. And 195 on that one. So, gotta be wary that at some point those are going to run out. We're okay for now. Harvester's back. Okay, so now we'll let this clear out first of all. We've got a rock. Ah. Oh, I think we just got acided. Or maybe we set ourselves on fire. We did run through. We did run through the beam of fire that we threw out there. I think we just set ourselves on fire. Not the smartest of moves. To use up for that massive amount of biomass that we have available. There we go.
New materials have been refined.
But we'll wait till this clears before we jump system, because we've seen that, you know, interacting with a terminal can cause some issues, or at least interacting with a bridge terminal, whether we jump or not, can cause issues with that not being unloaded. And we don't want to throw away the sulfur. We don't want to have to quit out and load back in. We don't want to have to just destroy the cargo to clear the area. Wow, look at that. Something popped out and we killed it as a result of killing that spider with the flamethrower. That's kind of cool. Just wondering if you could actually pre-kill. Doesn't look like it. Right, are we unloaded? Gone the wrong way. Yes, we're unloaded. Okay, so let's make our way back to the bridge. We'll jump to the next system again. So hop one over. There's plenty of sulfur and lithium in there for us as well. Plus there's that site. Oh, we need to get the tractor beam started, don't we? Before we go out on a mission. So we'll start beaming up the lithium. There we go.
New materials have been refined.
And let's hope that we actually get something good here.
Set.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Still waiting for a Robotnik upgrade as well.
2, 1, 0. Launch sequence activated. Alright, so the dust is going to make it a little tricky to see with a torch. Oh, we've got a crashed harvester. Could this be a harvester upgrade? I hope so. I really hope so. I'll settle for the turret, but I want the extra capacity. I want to be able to clean these planets off, you know, 10 units at a time rather than 5. 60%. 80%.
Something attacking the rear of the harvester there. You can see the turret was firing. We get some shots of laser being fired by a crew. And there's a beam in. It's a suit upgrade. Ugh. Heavy weapon 5%. Oh, rocks. Did somebody just throw fire at us? Oh! Oh, no, wow. We moved straight in on a beam-in. That was very strange. Look how effective the flamethrower is against these rocks. Oh, this is definitely the weapon of choice for dealing with rocks, it would seem. It's so easy to tear them down. I think... Look at that. That's awesome. That's 3 units collected. The crew's got a couple more to find. We'll leave them to it. We're going to continue torching rocks. Something else here as well, and I can't see because the light from the harvester is blinding me. There we go, some mantis. And they're dead. And now we're fully loaded, so now we can take off. That's the only downside I've found so far to having a full harvester, is that it can be a bit of a trouble actually getting to the launch panel every now and again. So another, I don't want to say disappointing, because you know it's a weapon boost, so it's not horrendous, but another upgrade that I was hoping would be something better. Let's put it like that. I think it's a slightly more diplomatic way of saying that you know, we didn't get anything like what. Get that unloaded. How are we getting on with lithium? I think as I say, this stops when we're off the ship, so we should still have quite a lot of lithium to deal. Yeah, still quite a lot of lithium to deal with. It's fine. We're going to be staying on board to help improve that while the ship goes back out again. Just got to wait for this to clear, so I can launch it on the next planet for the sulfur there. These turrets are really guarding this corridor section perfectly. Doing a great job. And there we go, that's the last of the lithium. Sorry, the last of the uranium. So we'll have lithium on this planet, not sulfur. That's fine.
Harvester
We'll send the crew out for that.
Resources collected.
Lost the door for a second then. There we go. And we're going to stand here and speed up the lithium extraction over here.
New materials have been refined.
I don't know where to go after this, actually.
Resource
I mean, we need to go looking for you know, more sites. We need to consider getting a couple more crew members on board as well. Let's see.
Resources collected.
Yep, I've got a couple of crew members that I can bring on. So I think let's go do that, actually.
Resource acquired.
So we want
new material cloning.
A female
initiated.
and a male human clone. Oh, insufficient atmosphere. Okay, well, it's just the one for now then. And that's going to put us at capacity. How many crew cabins do we have? Yeah, we've got enough crew cabins, it's just we don't have enough atmosphere.
Resources collected.
So we're going to welcome back another former crew member.
New crew member, new materials have been refined.
When she finally gets out of the chamber. Oh, there we go. And Katie is coming back.
Resource acquired.
There we go, and you can see she has the harm touch ability already implanted. She's quite helpful if we have to take over that clone. That's an ability we can use. That's obviously a clone, so that's obviously a creepy crawly that was breaking loose from the corridor. Again, look, there's no infestation. I can't believe I'm so frustrated that we don't have a single infestation to deal with. It's normally the other way around, but something is... Oh, we set ourselves on fire again. We should really stop doing that. Just better check these power nodules.
New materials have been refined.
Make sure they're not damaged. No, they're fine.
Resource acquired.
Are the crew finished? Yes, they are. I don't think there's anything else for us to grab in this system, is there? Oh, there's sulfur on that planet. Oh, I forgot about the sulfur there. Alright. Send the crew out.
Harvester destination set.
May as well go along on this one as well. Yeah, I can't believe though, I mean, the frustration that we've had with infestations, and here we are wishing for one, just so we can get in those tunnels with the flamethrower. The irony of the situation, I can't help but be tickled a little bit by that. Well, no, it wouldn't be irony, would it? Be the sod's law, I think. Alright, are we going to be up against rocks on this planet, I wonder? At least we are getting the chance to use the flamethrower against the rocks, and we figured out just how effective it is against those.
Life form detected.
Looking for B-mins and I didn't see any. Oh! A mantis sneak up behind us. We need to watch our health actually, we're a little bit low from setting ourselves on fire a few times, so we do need to pay attention to that. I think I just set one of my own crew members on fire there. Yep. Who was it that I just set on fire? Woody. Sorry, Woody. I'll try not to do that again.
Life form detected.
I think it's safer around the crew to switch to the machine gun. See the leg just going back and forth there. Beautiful. Right. That should be the last one. There we go. Fully loaded.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
So, I think what we'll do is, once this ship is unloaded, I'll send the crew back down on their own to collect the last little bit of sulfur on this. I'll have a look around on the terminal to see where we want to go next, and then when we come back next time, we'll jump somewhere a bit more dangerous, I think, to increase our chance of getting infested, which seems counterproductive, but again, I really want to try out the flamethrower over the tunnels in anger, and also, you we need to start looking for some more O2 plants again. There was that palm, I think, that we still need to go back and get, so we might well go for that. So that's it from me. Thanks for watching. I am Jim Bob, and I'll be back with some more Genesis Alpha 1 here on the PS4 very soon.